Welcome back to Super Sentai Review, episode 286. We're here to discuss episodes 45 and 46. I kind of figured I would just do these two and just call it a night after this. 45 is the standard Christmas episode, where the setting of this one is something that, from what I can tell, will be revisited in Goanger. Well, mostly put their team up with Shurikenger. Yep. This one's like you have this little clause who's giving out presents except it's December 23rd, not 25th. And turns out he's cleaning centipedes which infected a little boy. And then he visits to Santa's World, which is pretty much what we saw. Anybody who's ever seen the crossover film Goanja versus Shurikenger, it's Christmas World. It's literally the same exact place, except basically he just retitled it. Yeah, it's literally the same place. It's like the only time I can think of. Whereas I think they revisit a different show. So go via their food truck, which can fly, and Ninja Man falls from behind, and of course think, oh, the elder might be like a centipede monster who is taking the form of a football player, which they don't really explain why the heck he's a form of a football player. What's the football team for? Don't know. And like, oh, the elder is like he's him? No, but some other Santa Claus that he's disguised as. And eventually the monster at the very end. But this was a very good episode. I thoroughly enjoyed it. In the case of episode 46, this is the New Year's Day episode. Which, standard modern day either Sentai, or in the case of anime, they love doing things, go to a shrine and go to it like, oh, I got a curse. Yeah, and the part of this episode focuses on a kid who reads a manga called The Last Kakuranger. And it's basically Kakuranger dragged into a manga world. They'll eventually be brought out thanks to him yelling at the comic book. Which you would think basically he's riding a bus while reading this. And I'm like, why did they not hear him? Also, when he was given this book, apparently the guy who he bought it from was hesitant to give it to him. Like, oh, go play with your friends. Like, I don't have friends. I read manga. So I'm not sure if the writer was looking for manga readers with this episode, but pull it off there. Yeah, the whole thing is, oh yeah, trap them in the manga world just so they think of the world that way. It's a okay episode per se. I like the whole manga aspect thing. I like the monster design, but there's nothing really that noteworthy about this episode aside from, well, a couple of the disguises. Yeah. The police officer the Amazon assassin is worn by a character from Ranger. Yeah. And among ours features himself as Sangaro Muski. Okay, I heard he's a really good artist of the series Gigi no Kaguro. I'm like, interesting. Um, which published back in the 60s, this one. And of course, the guy said it passed away back in 2015. Me. Have read any of the manga that he wrote? No, I never have. I'm not currently interested, but yeah, the fact he finds himself as a very powerful manga artist, which is a pretty smart idea to do. And apparently, the guy used to be a shapeshifter, which is interesting. This was definitely like an okay episode per se. It's just that I kind of feel this one could have been a bit more, but I'm not gonna complain here about that one. No, not really. So that's gonna be pretty much a particular view. Stay tuned for tomorrow, which I'm hoping gonna cap up Kakuranger. Okay, next, bye.